So day 2 of working towards financial freedom, what I did today is you can separate it into 2 categories. First of all, studying economics. Secondly, working towards my AI automation goal. So I started studying economics because I feel like if I want money, I really need to understand the system of money, like how banks work, how investments work, how what money essentially is, what interest rates are. So I'm currently reading this book on the basics of economics. I've learned about what kinds of funds there are, what index funds are, what ETFs are, and how you should be investing, and all those kinds of economic stuff regarding money, and why I'm still at the introduction part of the book, and it basically tells you about why you have to study economics, why you need financial literacy, and it just helps me a lot. And I now have a broader understanding of the economic system that I am living in. And then the second category, I worked towards AI automations. So yesterday I said that I would be watching videos on AI automations and getting a better grip and an understanding of them. I've watched a video on which was a free tutorial on how to use Make.com to build an AI automation for a cookie company that was taking leads from a form. So basically what it showed was if clients fill out a Google form, then the AI automation system would take the information from the form, put it in a spreadsheet, organize it, and there was a filter of qualifying leads between the Google form and the Google Sheet. And then from the Google Sheet, it went 2 separate ways. So it could send an email back to the client to thank them for ordering, and then also to inform the workers via Slack. So that was one workflow I understood, and I got a better interpretation. And based off of that, my understanding of automation systems, I practiced 7 to 8 realistic code calls with Claude, and it just I asked it to be creative, be have different personalities, and be conservative, or anti-AI, or more willing to buy, and all those different scenarios. I've practiced a lot, and by practicing, I've identified some gaps I was missing. For example, I had no idea how I was going to price, or I had no idea how I was going to do a demo if the client asked for one, or what kind of information I needed from the client to send over to the builder so the builder could actually start building the automation system, and also how long it was going to take the builder to complete the entire thing. So right now I've inquired those things, I've sent an inquiry to the builder, and the builder will be in contact with me soon and will tell me the answers to those questions. And based off of that, I will be practicing more, and I will be more looking into more videos, acquiring more knowledge and understanding of these AI systems, and have a better usage for the vocabulary the professionals use. And one thing I've noticed throughout my cold calling today is that I use a lot of filler words, first of all, and so I need to cut down on that entirely. And also, I tend to speak very informally, so instead of saying your business, this operation, I say you guys, this thing, and it's just not professional and not good. So I need to work on that. And a couple of phrases I picked up I thought was very useful from the cold calls I did with Claude. The first thing is that when you're trying to pitch to a client, you need to hook them in, right? So how I was trying to do it was hey, how's it going? I have a no-brainer offer for you. But I think that was a really bad pitch. And I was asking Claude for feedback, and it gave me a sentence where it goes along the lines of something we're helping local businesses like you with this specific pain point. Do you also have this pain point, and would you be interested in us trying to solve it? And as if like they tell you something that you don't know, so for example, today it was like a word like POS or something, like it was like, I don't remember, I should though, but like if they tell you like fancy terminology that you don't really know, then you can always just tell them, oh, that's like a great question, let me check with my builder on the integration to get back to you. Like they were asking for like this specific integration for this specific like fancy word, and I had no idea what that fancy word was, but like I can buy myself time by saying this. And also today, like I really worked on logic and like just explaining to the like the other person, the person on the other side of the call, why this is a no-brainer deal and why you have to be buying from us. The basic idea is that, say for example, I'm selling them a system in which they can pick up missed calls. Then if they say average, like a client spends $50 and they're losing like 2 clients every single day because they're missing calls, then that's $100 a day. And if you multiply that by 30, in a month that's going to be $3,000, and we're only asking you to pay $3,000 for this setup that's going to last you forever, so you can save $3,000 every month. So that was basically my logic, and Claude gave me feedback that I should be phrasing it more clearly, like for example, like if you're missing 2 clients per day and they bring an average of $50, that means you're losing $100 a day, which like adds up to $3,000 a month. So like this much X amount of dollars a day, Y amount of dollars a month, to like really show them. And it was like also a good tactic to like ask them how many calls they're receiving per day and like how many they're missing and how much like profit on average like the clients spend, so we can actually do the math together. So that was the code calling part, and overall I just really felt that I really liked the process of code calling. Like I really enjoyed like even the fake code calling with Claude. Like it was so fun. Like, so I think this is something that really matches my strengths of just like speaking to people and having the confidence to do so. Like I don't want to say that like I'm super confident, but like compared to other things that I do, like this is like one of my strong suits, and I actually enjoy doing it. And because I can see myself improve like on the spot, like it is very rewarding, and like I can have a reason to keep on sticking to this and keep on working on it. So my goal for tomorrow is to continue on what I did today. So looking into AI automation systems and understanding more complex concepts and practicing more cold calling, which I really enjoyed. And in the long term, like right now I'm selling, like I'm really going specific into one type of automation, but I see the vision that like in the future I should become more of a consultant than to be like a salesperson and really audit the company and give them ideas on how they could be integrating AI automations into their company. So that's it for today, and I believe that I am going to be rich, and I'm manifesting it because I already feel rich in everything and I feel super wealthy.